Hey, it's December 4th, and I'm just going to do a little intro for this reading vlog. So, I've only done four. Okay, I did 4 reading vlogs before, all in October. They were for the Most High Readathon. And yeah, um, so last month I read for a buddy read, I read Six Crows with Jessica from Lady Lovestead Reads. And this month we are going to be reading Crooked Kingdom for a buddy read. And we're going to be buddy reading King of Scars duology next. King of Stars and Rule of Wolves. But yeah, I ended up loving Six Crows a lot more than I thought I would. And I'm really excited to read Crooked Kingdom. This buddy read has been so much fun. It's my very first buddy read I've ever done. But this is going to be fun. I'm going to start reading it now. It's my birthday, and I want to get some reading done. But yeah, I kind of had a late start with Six Crows. I don't want to do it this time. But I didn't have the best reading month in November, so I'll be posting my wrap up soon. It's a little bit late, but oh well. But yeah, so I'm gonna get some reading done. I'm gonna get some writing done later for the live I'm doing for my birthday, and I just wanted to do a little intro and tell you that I'm going to be reading. I'll come back at you soon for an update when I get more of this book or one of the other 2 books I'm reading, because I'm currently reading 3 books, and there's a few more I want to try to get done this month. I'm reading this one, obviously, Crooked Kingdom. I'm reading Lore, which I was for the Descentathon last month, but I did not do that. Finish that one, but I only have 1 prompt left for the VKs anyways, which was Evie's. And then Final Girls, which I actually started on Halloween, but then I never continued it. And I think I got the prologue in the first 2 chapters, maybe chapter 3. I don't think so though. But yeah, so yeah, I still have Final Girls. I really need to continue reading because I didn't read it at all in November. I read a few chapters on October 31st, and that's about it. But I do plan on finishing that this month, along with Lore and Crooked Kingdom, and I'm hoping I started rereading Harry Potter and Seekers in October for the Monster High Readathon, because Sorcerer's Stone and A Quest Begins were both part of, for some of the prompts, so I want to continue my rereads of those as well. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to reading. And I hope I like this one as much as the last one. I think I will. With how the last one ended, I really want to find out what's gonna happen. I think Jessica said she already read the first chapter. I think that's all she's read, unless she's read more today, and I just don't know yet. But we talk about it, and it's a lot of fun. It's my first buddy read, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm gonna be excited for more buddy reads in the future. But yeah, so I'll come back at you with another update soon. Update for this reading vlog, because I don't think I've updated. I haven't updated in a few. I don't think I updated all month except maybe the beginning. But I was sick, and I didn't do that much reading. But I'm catching up with it now because I'm feeling better for the most part, and I got really into this book, and then I read most of this today, and I'm almost halfway. And a part of me wants to read next 2 chapters, so I'm on part 4. But then the other part of me is tired and wants to go to bed. Oh well, I'll just read the rest tomorrow, because I do want to finish it tomorrow. That is no doubt. But I'm loving this. It had me screaming and laughing, and Jesper is cracking me up, and Ined is safe, and her cast don't. Jessica and I are in agreement, since we're buddy reading this together, that if Ined and Cass do not end up together, we are both throwing punches. And Nina and Matthias seem to be the only couple that are actually, together at the moment, because Wylan and Jesper, I feel like they're openly flirty now. Like, at first I felt like they were hiding their attraction towards each other, but now they're openly flirty for each other. There were some really sweet scenes, like, I think, my mind's going blank. But I know he made. Oh yeah, so he said something about him being. Jasper said something about Wylan being brilliant, and gave him a wink when they were in front of everyone, and Wylan was like very red after that. And then he also made a comment about how this was when they were alone though, when they were talking about Wylan's mother, and he explained how she had like red curls, and Jesper said like you did before, you know, the change happened, and talked about his old appearance because they had to tailor him and all at the end of the first book, and so he made a comment about how Wyland's curls were red curls were beautiful, and I don't think he was doing that to be smug that time. He just said it because that's how he felt, and then Wyland got all, you know, flustered again, and it's so cute. And if the two of them don't end up together, I'm also throwing punches because I like Nina and Mateus, but let's be real, they're my least favorite couple out of these three couples. I still like them, but I don't feel as passionate about them as I do with I was saying Mateus, no, Wylan and Jesper. I keep wanting to, I don't know. I keep wanting to pronounce their names wrong, and I don't know why. And then Kazan and Edge. So if the two of those couples do not end up together, I'm gonna be throwing punches, and I'm sure Jessica's in agreement with me because we both agree that we love these two couples or ships because they're not technically couples yet. But yeah. I was also squealing a bit when Kaz and Edge had a small little spat, and Edge and Edge basically said her, you know, insecurities about the relationship without really saying them, just implying them, like how she's just a piece of property to him, she's just an investment, and he so badly wanted to say that she's more, but he couldn't get the words out. And I'm gonna beat up Cass if he lets her go again, because he let her go at the end of the first book, and then he got her kidnapped because he made what's his name, Van Eck, realize that he cared about her by glancing over at her, and he's like, he doesn't want her to leave, but at the same time, he said maybe it's for the best because then he'll be rid of this weakness. And I'm like, I'm gonna punch you, Kaz. I'm going to jump into this book and punch you if you let an Edge go. But I love how he was worried about her. Like, he just got her back, and then he kept worried about her. Like, he didn't want her to do that dangerous mission by herself. He doesn't want her to scale those silos without a net to protect her, even though she says, I don't need a net, I'm fine, I've got this. And he just wants to protect her because he lost her once and he doesn't want to lose her again. But if he keeps acting like Kaz, then he's going to lose her again anyways. I did not get onto this video to rant about these two ships, but then I did. Oh well. As you can tell, I love these two ships. But Edge is definitely my favorite character, and Jesper is definitely second. Because Jesper had me cracking up. He was always this sarcastic little smug guy, but at the beginning of this book, I swear he had me cracking up at every moment because he brought sarcasm to a new level, I swear. But yeah. So as you can tell, I'm vastly enjoying this book, and I've gotten obsessed. And there's like this plot twist, so spoiler alert, even though I should have said spoiler alert sooner, oh well. They found out this plot twist of Wyland's mother, and then I left off at a cliffhanger of Zoya coming on here because I know they mentioned her a couple times in the first book, and then in this book they mentioned her, Genya, David, they mentioned Genya a couple of times. They mentioned David, and then they mentioned Alina, which I liked all those. But I was not expecting for someone from Shadow Mode to actually be in the book. Zoya, least of all people, because I was never a fan of her to begin with. But the fact that she's on here, I don't know how to feel about that. Because if anyone's going to be on here, it should be David, because I like David. So, yeah. I like David. So, no favoritism on this side. Lots of favoritism. But anyways, so I definitely plan on finishing this book tomorrow. I wanted to see if I could finish it today, but I knew that probably wasn't going to happen. But I did read a little bit more of Seekers today as well. I was reading to my 6-year-old brother a little bit. He wanted to listen to this book. Listen to me read through this book. And I got a few chapters in. Didn't get that much in because I was mostly focused on Crooked Kingdom today. But I'm on chapter 4, which is about Luther. Because each chapter is about a different character. Well, it's all about the same 3 characters. Even though Udrak should have a point of view chapter, but no, he doesn't get one until book 6, and then they kill him off. I have issues with that. It's the same, spoiler, it's the same thing they did on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I probably mentioned before. I know I have, but I'm gonna mention it again because it's bogus. So in season 6, so honestly, they should have put Tara's name on the main titles in season 5. Let's be real. I understand why they did it in season 4, but by season 5 they should have, because she was a big deal in season 5 and season 6. But when did they put the main title? But they decided to wait to put her name in the main titles on the episode called Seeing Red. Sound familiar anywhere? That's the episode she gets shot at the end. So Joss Whedon put Amber Benson's name on the main titles in that episode, so everyone's like, she's finally the main character. She's gonna be great. And then he kills her off right afterwards. That was bogus. I'm still not over that. Because her name was in the main title, she was a main character, and then they kill her off like 5 seconds later. I'm still not over it, as you can tell. But they do the same thing with Udrak on Seekers. Okay, he finally gets his own point of view chapters in book 6. At the end of the book, he dies. He sacrifices himself for Lusa, Toklo, and Kalik, and that was messed up. Why you gotta do this to us? We think, hey, they're finally considered one of the main characters. Boom, they're dead. I'm gonna stop talking about this before I cry, because I'm going to cry, because both situations are really sad. Those are 2 of the most wrong characters in the world. No, along with Dean Winchester and Castiel, 54 most wrong characters in any fandom. I don't care what you throw at me. Those are the 4 most wrong characters in any fandom, and I will stick by that.
Are you done with your little rant?
Maybe. But anyway, so yeah, I read a little bit more of Seekers. I did read a little bit of Chamber of Secrets, but I'm going to take a break from that because, as I explained in the video I plan on uploading today, I'm going to be buttering the rest of the series with someone, and then I also am waiting to buy a better copy because I'm not going to explain the entire story again, but I just have a really bad copy of Chamber of Secrets. So I'm going to buy a new, better copy, and then I'm going to finish rereading it. So yeah. So that's kind of how my reading's been going the past weekish or so, because I wasn't reading much this month because I was sick. And then I ended up binge watching several seasons of Criminal Minds with my mother. It was her first time going through the entire series. She watched the beginning seasons a lot, but she never actually watched like past season 7, except for a few episodes here and there she found on reruns. But I have, and then I was hanging out with her, and I watched Haley's Death with her, and then I watched Emily's storyline with her because that's my favorite storyline, and then I watched the end of season 7 because I love that 2-parter right before Emily leaves, and then some point in and then I think that's when I actually started watching the entire series episode with her, and we just binge watched for like a month of Criminal Minds. So yeah, that was fun. Because we were both sick, so we just binge watched several seasons of Criminal Minds, and we just finished it yesterday. No. 26, because it's 12:01 now, so it's technically 28th. So yeah, so I'm done with my update of how my reading's been going. So I'm gonna update you again soon when I finish Crooked Kingdom and whatever books I end up reading afterwards, and then I will upload this probably maybe in a weekish. We'll see. Don't hold me to that. And I'll talk to you guys. So please like. Alright, I'm not done with this video, so why am I gonna say subscribe? I don't know. I say that at the end of the videos. Also looking at me like I'm crazy. I probably am. It's late. It's 12:01 a.m. Okay, give me some slack. I'm tired. And my mouth is really dry because from a lot of talking, because I just filmed a 20-minute video that I'm about to upload. So yeah, fun. So that's all for this update. Shut. She keeps laughing at me. I'll see you at the next update. Please don't laugh at me on your end.
You can laugh with her.
I don't like you.
I'm okay with that.
She's mean to me.
I am not.
Why I let her live with me is beyond my... Love you.
I'm not talking to you.
Rude. If anyone should be talking to anyone, it's me not talking to you.
Nope. Not talking to you.
Man, I'm usually good at that. I'm usually good at hitting her face, but that kind of went a little bit over her.
Mine.
Give it! It's my shirt! It's my shirt from when I was in kindergarten. My mom found it and gave it to me, and I've been keeping it here just to hit her whenever I feel like it. Like, seriously, she'll be doing nothing. I hit her whenever she insults me or anything, just because I can. But then there's times that she's just sitting there, doing nothing, watching on her laptop or whatever, and I just throw it at her randomly just to get her attention and to have fun.
You're evil.
Love you. Ha! Got her face. May my shirt back, please?
Mine.
Give it back.
Mine.
Give it back.
Mine.
My shirt when I was 5. I lost it. Give it back.
For like the 100th time.
She keeps taking it away from me. I don't know why. I don't have an addiction with hitting Lissa with my shirt. I don't. I could always hit her with my nightgown, but that's too far away. You missed! I felt the wind on that. It went like this, and I felt it, but it didn't touch me at all. But I felt the wind with that. Wow, okay. Nice going.
I did it on purpose.
Yeah, sure.
I did.
I don't believe her, and neither should you. She's kind of cuckoo. Love you. And that is all for this video for real. For this update. Crap! I'm gonna throw myself overboard.
No!
That's a joke from back when I was reading Shadow and Bone, because a lot of things were happening, and I was screaming, and I kept closing the book being like, I'm gonna throw myself overboard. And it was kind of this inside joke with myself because they were on a boat when I was saying it. So I was like, I'm gonna throw myself overboard, and I've been saying it ever since just to annoy her. It's really funny. I like annoying her.
I want to murder you.
Rude. See what I have to deal with? See what I have to put up with? Okay, am I gonna finish this update for good this time? I don't know, maybe, we'll see. So, I'll talk to you guys in the next update. Hey, back for another update. So, I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish this book tonight. Well, I mean, I might finish it before I go to bed, but whether I finish it today is another question, because I'm so into it. I might end up staying up all night just to read it, because I don't want to stop. That's how I'm so invested in this right now, and it has me screaming, laughing, crying. I'm ready to jump into the story and punch out a few characters just because almost every character's getting on my nerves. Even if the characters I like are being morons, and I'm like, I'm gonna punch you. So yeah, but I just finished chapter 23, so after this update, I'm gonna continue reading, obviously, and start chapter 24. And according to Goodreads, I'm 60% into it, so I'm over half. So yay. But yeah. So, there's still a good chance I'll finish it before I go to sleep because, like I said, I'm into it, and I don't think I'll be able to go to sleep without finishing it because I don't want to stop, and I just want to keep reading and find out what happens, especially since what I just read, things were crazy, but yeah. So, but they're about to go head and head with the bad guys, but I don't think there's any real good guys in this book because, let's be real, even the heroes are morally great characters. I don't think I've ever actually read a book like that, to be honest. Most of the books I read do have a hero of sorts. Not the heroes aren't morally great characters. I might be wrong, and I haven't read every book I own yet, so we'll see. But yeah, actually, that's not true. There's the Shadowrun Chronicles, because the heroes of that are kind of morally gray. But to be honest, it's not their fault either. They were kind of forced into being who they are. I don't want to spoil anything or anything, so yeah. But, still, it's exciting and intense, and I find myself just reading, and then my mouth is really dry, and now I really need a drink because I've been reading most of the day. I didn't start reading as early as I was originally going to because I started working a little bit more on my book, but yeah, so. But as you guys probably know by now, I've been buddy reading this with Jessica from Lady Loves That Reads, and if you haven't subscribed to her yet, you definitely should. But yeah, we're having a lot of fun, and we're just messaging each other as we're reading it, 'cause she's reading it at the moment too, and we're right around the same spot now, because I caught up to her, and then now we're like pretty much neck and neck, right at the same spot, so we're literally messaging as right now, and talking about it as we're reading it, so yeah, so that's it. I can't speak, so that's exciting. I almost pulled my bookmark out of my spot. That would not have been smart. Don't say anything. Shut up. Just Alyssa being a smart bud like usual. What's new? Anyways, I lost my train of thought of what I was even saying. Oh yeah. So we are going to be doing a live show on my channel once we finish Crooked Kingdom. I don't know exactly when yet. We're still talking about it. But then once we finish the King of Scars duology, we'll be doing a live show on her channel. Because I know I've mentioned that we've talked about it, but we were talking about it today, and it is now officially going to happen. We still don't have dates. Well, we obviously don't have the dates for the King of Scars because we have no idea when we're going to finish it since we haven't even started it yet. But with Six of Crows, we know it's going to be in January, probably early January, but we don't know the date yet. I'll definitely let you know when the date is set or whatever. But yeah, so I'm having a lot of fun reading this, as you can tell, and I'm pretty sure I've scared Alyssa a few times from, randomly screaming. I'll yell no, or I'll start laughing, or I'll be like, I'm ready to throw punches, and I talk out loud when I read, and
She likes to jump scare me! Save me!
Ignore her. We all do anyways. Love you. Anyways, moving on.
You're dead.
Moving on. And you know what? I'm not jump scaring you on purpose this time. It's just when I read, I show my reactions out loud. I can't keep it in. So I will scream if something happens. I will laugh if something happens. I will cry if something happens. Basically, yeah, so that's how I read. But this book is bringing out all my emotions, which I'm loving. And there's no doubt about it, Six of Crows. It's definitely going to be one of my favorite books of the year. Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. They're definitely going to be two of my favorite books of the year. What else is going to be? I'm not sure yet. But I'll do a video soon. I'm so behind on a few of my videos. I don't know. Maybe I'll film a couple and post them all tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. Because even though I kind of want to do a video and try to catch up with, because there's like a few videos I want to do before the end of the year, but I don't want to stop reading. I had to force myself to stop reading just to do this update on my reading vlog because I keep wanting, because one of the things for my channel goals or reading goals or whatever, which I mentioned in my last video for next year, is to do more vlogs, writing and reading vlogs. And I've done several writing vlogs in the past. But I only do them like once in a while, so they aren't very close together. It's like I'll do one, several months later I might do another. And the when reading vlogs were concerned, I just started doing those. I did 4 in October for the month, so I readathon, one for each week of the readathon. I can't speak. Readathon. So those were my first reading vlogs ever. So now I'm doing my first non-readathon related reading vlog. And I keep forgetting to update it because I'm not used to doing vlogs. But hopefully, after a few months of me regularly doing vlogs, I'm gonna see if I can do at least maybe 2 vlogs every month, and do a writing and reading vlog every month. That might be a bit conspicuous of me. I don't know if I can actually do that, but let's see if I will. But the thing is remembering to update my vlogs and to make my vlogs. That's the thing I have the hardest with, I mean, I like vlogs. They're fun. Talking about books and my writing, it's always fun. So I'm going to try to post at least one writing vlog and one reading vlog every month of next year. Do not hold me accountable because no promises. But yeah, so I just want to let you know, all know that I am vastly enjoying this book, and I'll be definitely doing a best books of the year video soon. I know some people are doing best books and then a video for worst books, and then some people are doing best and worst books together. If they're behind other videos, or if they just don't want to put them all together, because why not? But I don't really have any worst books. I mean, I did a lot of rereads this year, so those I obviously like, or I wouldn't reread them. And then I don't rate books below 4 stars often. I mean, I still think 3 stars are a good rating, but I still don't rate books 3 stars often, just because I stay in my comfort zone and I know what I like, and so I very rarely read something that I'm not 100% sure of. So if I'm not 110% sure, the chances of me picking it up are very slim. And because of that, it's like I know I'm gonna like this, so I'm going to read it because I know what I like. But so that also means the books that I end up rating low end up really disappointing me. Robin from the book Wormhole and I were talking about this not that long ago, because she's the same way. She's into sci-fi the way I'm into fantasy. You guys should follow her too if you haven't. And we were talking about this a while ago, and we were talking about how whenever a book does disappoint us, it's really, really disappoints us, because we are sure that we're going to like it. That's why we picked it up. And it just makes it that much more heartbreaking when it ends up disappointing us, or if we end up hating it or something. So yeah, but this one is one of the rare cases where I actually did pick it up when I wasn't sure of it, just because when I first heard of this and Shadow and Bone when I joined BookTube, I didn't know they were part of the same universe, and I didn't even hear of them until I joined BookTube. I did hear of this one a lot more because I do think it is a lot more popular than Shadow and Bone. But when I first heard of it, you know, it didn't seem like something I would like. I didn't even think it was fantasy, because no one ever talked about the magic aspects of it. Maybe it's because magic isn't as heavy as Shadow and Bone, and I'm still undetermined which one I do like better. And I don't know, I feel like I like the characters of this one so much better, but at the same time, when it comes to Shadow and Bone, I feel like what makes me love that series so much is the magic aspects, because that's one thing I love about fantasy, the magic part. And Shadow and Bone is so much more heavy on the magic than Six of Crows, and I feel like that's what I love about Shadow and Bone, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, so that's all for this update. I will come back up with you another update. I know this vlog will be up sometime in January. Not sure when in January, but sometime in January. So this will be my one reading vlog for January, and I'll probably start my writing vlog for January soon too, and then upload them whenever I feel like in January, basically. So that is all for this update, and I'll talk to you guys later. So I'm back for another update, and I finished Crooked Kingdom. I finished it. It was technically the 29th, which was yesterday, because today's the 30th. But it was 4:30 in the morning, because I ended up staying up all night to finish it, because I got so into it. And Jessica and I are talking, and she said that she finished it last night, and now we're just kind of talking about our opinions on it and this and that, and talking about the live show, which we are still trying to figure out a date for, so I'll definitely let you know when we do figure out the date for the live show. It'll be on my channel, and then we'll do another live show when we're done with the King of Scars duology on her channel. But that one, I don't know when it will be finished. I mean, we read Six Crows during the month of November, and then Cookie Kingdom during the month of December. So we'll probably end up doing King of Scars January, Real Wolves February. So that live show probably won't be until beginning of March, maybe the end of February, depending on when we finish it. We'll see. But I got so into Crooked Kingdom those last couple of days. I read so much, and I didn't want to stop reading, and I ended up reading all night, and I took a break on the last section of it so I could. I was originally gonna take a shower, but I ended up eating, and then I started reading again. But when I took that break, I was like, man, I'm so tired. I hope I can stay awake to do this. But once I got reading again, I got so into it. I totally forgot that I was tired. I mean, I was too busy, running with these Six of Crows characters. I was trying to stop these tyrants and to save my team. I didn't have time to be tired. So yeah. But I finished it. I rated it 5 stars. I loved it so much. It was so good. I enjoyed it. And Six Crows a lot more than I thought I would. They are definitely 2 of my favorite reads of this year, no doubt. I am surprised with how much I loved it. Because honestly, when I first heard about this duology, it was before I even knew it was part of the Shadow and Bone universe. I think I heard of Six Crows first, because Six Crows is more popular. But I had no desire to read it. I didn't. But then I found out it was part of the Shadow and Bone universe. I was like, hey, I didn't realize that it was fantasy, because when people talked about it, they never talked about the magic aspects, at least not the conversations I heard about it. So I didn't know there was magic. And honestly, I think I like the Six Crows characters better, and their relationships better. I still like the Shadow and Bone characters. I like Alina and Mel and their relationship. I love David, and I like Jinya, and I like their relationship as well. I like the twins, and I like Nikolai. But I think I do like the characters and relationships more in Six of Crows. But the one thing that I like a little bit, I think for the most part, I've been trying to decide which series I like more. I know Jessica said she likes Six of Crows more. And I think for the most part, I do want to lean a little bit towards Six of Crows. The only thing that I like more about Shadow and Bone is that there's a lot more of the magic aspect. Because, I mean, the whole point was the fact that Alina was the Sun Summoner, and then you get to meet all these other Grisha with magic while she's training and all this, and then she teams up with Grisha for this war. On Six of Crows, yeah, Nina's a Grisha, and so is Kui. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but I have no idea how to pronounce his name. And you find out in book 1, I think it was closer to the end, that Jesper was a Grisha, which surprised everyone. Well, except for Kazan and Edge. They knew he was a Grisha, because the 3 of them have been working together for years. But no one else knew, and when Nina found out, she was surprised. I mean, I was surprised that he was a Grisha. I was not expecting that, but he was hiding it, because he was basically taught his entire life to hide it, because his dad blamed his mom being a Grisha for why she was killed. Or why she died, because she wasn't murdered or anything, but, yeah, so we see Nina using it sometimes, and then we did see a little bit of it when, Jinya and, Zoya was introduced, when we see them again, because Jinya used, her, Grisha powers to put Wylan back into his old appearance, which was nice to see. And yeah, so I was a little bit disappointed with Kazan and Edge's ending. I mean, I'm happy that they held hands and that Kaz went out his way to find Edge's parents for her and bought her a boat so that she could trap slavers, which was really sweet. And the fact that he went to meet her without his gloves, and then he was the one to reach over and hold her hand for a long period of time, that was a big step for him. But at the same point, I still wanted a kiss. I'm not gonna lie. But I am so happy with Jesper and Wylan with how they kissed, and then they're now living together at Wylan's old mansion, making it their home instead of his awful father's home. I was so happy with how they ended their story. And that kiss, when Jesper kissed Kui thinking it was Wylan, and finding out it was not Wylan, I screamed. But then I got so happy when they actually kissed. For real. But yeah, I loved it, and but yeah, the magic. I wish there was a little bit more of the magic aspects. Uh, um, but other than that, I think I do prefer Six Girls a little bit, which surprises me because I swore I was gonna like Shadow and Bone more. Maybe it's just because Shadow and Bone is more in the magic aspects, but I guess I just really loved the characters' relationships in this story and all those twists and turns, and yeah, so it was really good. And I highly recommend it. So we will be starting King of Scars probably on the 1st, which is in just a couple days. I don't think it's gonna be better than Six Crows. I know, but you never know. Uh, I'm not sure if I think it's gonna be better than Shadow and Bone yet. We'll see. Um, I know. I think Rule of Wolves is supposed to be about Nikolai. Not entirely sure about King of Scars, but yeah. Uh, and honestly, I'm not entirely sure what that duology is about. I'm gonna have to read it before I end up read the summary before I read the book, because I honestly really, I mean, I don't hear about King of Scars duology as much as I hear about Six Crows or Shadow and Bone. So yeah, but I'm still gonna read it, and I hope I enjoy it at least. Um, that's all for this update. I'll come back at you in a couple days and let you know how the rest of my reading was for the rest of the month. And that's all for this update. See you next time. I just wanted to update for my reading vlog. Uh, I have started King of Scars. I'm only on the second chapter. Haven't finished it yet. I read the first chapter and started the second, and it has my interest so far. I don't think it's gonna be as good as Six of Crows. Not sure if it's gonna be better or worse than uh, Shadow Bone yet. We'll see. I may or may not have said this. I think I have. But Six of Crows is my favorite of the Grisha. The only thing that I like more about Shadow and Bone is the fact that they have so much more magic in it than in Six of Crows, because I do love magic, and why do you think I'm a fantasy girl at heart? I love magic, and I always try to incorporate magic kind of heavily in my books that I write. um, so yeah, but it's good so far. So I know I've heard that this duology is supposed to be about Nikolai, but it's not just about Nikolai. It's about Zoya and Nina as well. And I'm pretty sure it's so. I'm pretty sure it's after Six of Crows. I know it's after Shadow and Bone because they mentioned that. They said it was like this was 3. Zoya says something about 3 years after the war with Alina and stuff. Um, so yeah, but I'm pretty sure Six Crows wasn't that far after Shadow and Bone, so I'm pretty sure this is afterwards. And plus, um, I especially since they mentioned Nina and not Matthias, I'm guessing this is after Six Crows because spoilers, Matthias died. Um, but yeah, so his death still saddens me. I can't speak today. But I'm already intrigued, and I do think I'm gonna enjoy this. We'll see if it's 4 or 5 stars. So far all the Grisha books I have rated 5 stars. When with Shadow and Bone, I almost rated the first 2 books 4 stars, but then the endings were just so good. I did bump them to 5, but I may change that and bump them back to 4. We shall see. It'll depend on my mood. Third one is a 5 star because I finished that in a day. No joke. I finished it in an entire day. Started it and ended it in the same day because that one was really good. Still not Six of Crows good, but good. But I understand the title King of Scars now with what's going on with Nikolai, but I'm enjoying this. I am. I just started it and it has my intrigue, so I'm curious about what's going on, and I guess we'll get to more of Zoya. Um, I mean, I don't have a problem with Zoya. She's just, not my favorite character. I don't think I like her as much as some fans. I did love Nina. She's still not my favorite Crows character, though, but I'm glad we're gonna see more of her. And I do like Nikolai, though he's not my favorite. So it doesn't have any of my favorite characters, sadly. I would love if the Ned was on here and Jesper, because those are my two favorite crows. I have an obsession. But I just finished watching the Silent Bone TV show, and now my mom and best friend seem to think I have an obsession. But I hope they show Ginny and David because I love them, especially David. He is a cinnamon roll and he owns my heart. Not as much secret. I don't say secret show. The crows still. I love David. So yeah. I'm enjoying that. I hope to finish. I hope it doesn't take me too long to finish. I don't think it will once I get into it. But I am reading some other books. I want to try to finish Lore and Final Girls this month because if I can get into them, I mean, maybe I'll just put them to the side for now because um, I do think I'll like them, especially Lore. It's just I don't think I'm in the mood for either one of them at the moment. Which means I love Athena and Saladin. That's on Lore, so why can't I get into it? Maybe it's just because I'm in a heavy fantasy mood, which I usually am, but that's besides the point. So I'll update you again with more reading when I have more reading to update with you with. I'll let you know how it's going. I don't know exactly when I'm going to post this vlog, but I know it's going to be sometime this month. Not too far in the month. So maybe in a week or so I'll post it. I'm also going to start a writing vlog and post that maybe around the same time. We'll see. So that's all for this update, and I will come back at you soon. Hey, I'm back for another update for my reading vlog. So I haven't been reading that much, but I'm going to change that because I did want to change my reading this year and read more, which last year wasn't my best reading year, but I got really into my writing, which tends to happen. But I do want to start reading more. I read one chapter of Seeker's Great Bear Lake earlier today, and then I started reading Bewitched Nas because it won't take us long, and I really want to finish a book, and I've really been anticipating reading this again. I only read it once, and that was a while ago. I don't even, and I'm pretty sure that was before I even had Goodreads, so I don't have it on Goodreads as read, so I'm just saying I'm reading it currently. But yeah, it's only has like 240 pages ish, around that, and there's only 2 books, and it's kind of large print, so it's easier to read through because I know a lot of books have smaller print, like Seekers. Even though this one is also not that long, it's barely 300 pages. I think it also has a lot smaller print, as you could see. So yeah, but I'm hoping to finish this and the duology today. It won't take me long to finish this. I'm at, like, according to Goodreads, it's like 47%. So I'm just relaxing a little bit right now, and then I'm gonna plan on getting a little bit more reading done. I plan on finishing this one soon, within hopefully a couple hours, and then I'm gonna get some writing done, and then I'm gonna start on the second book of the duology, and I'm gonna see if I can get them both done soon. But yeah, I'm loving this, and it's about Ziri. She is Ziri. They live in Oz, obviously. It's called Bewatch. Anyways, it's called Bewitched in Oz, and Ziri and her 2 best friends have magical powers, and so does her crush's little brother. And but magic is illegal, so for the last couple of years they've been sneaking off deep into the woods to practice. Ziri has super speed, Vashti levitation, Tabitha has invisibility, and Brink has illusions. So when Tabitha gets kidnapped by winged monkeys, flying monkeys, because of who are Princess Ozma's soldiers, they are going to the 3 of them being guided by the glass cat, are going to Glinda the Good, because they're hoping that she will side with them and convince Ozma to take away the ban of magic. And if she does that, then that means they can free Tabitha, because Tabitha is only a fugitive because she was practicing magic. So if that ban is lifted, then they should free Tabitha as well. But yeah, so I remembered really liking this duology. I don't remember that much about it. All I remember was Ziri, her character, because I really liked her character. Brink, because I really liked his character too. He's a cinnamon roll. And I remembered the fact that her and Vashti both had a crush on Ned, who is Brink's older brother. I remembered Ziri falling for Brink. I remember her thinking Vashti falls for him too, and she was like, we can't have a crush on the same boy again. But with Ned, it was more of a crush. With Brink, it was something more powerful. And yeah. But, and then I remembered the plot itself. I remembered, Tabitha being kidnapped and them thinking Ozma's the bad one here, because of that. But the details itself I don't remember, because it has been several years since I read it. But I've been wanting to reread it since I bought it, haven't gotten around to it, and I'm going to now. So yay. I do recommend this for anyone who likes Oz and stuff. I'm on page 113. So yeah. I will come back and update you when I have more to update you about. I'll probably give you an update after I finish duology, maybe when I finish this book and before I start the duology, we'll see. And I'll talk to you guys later. Hello, it is 12:34 a.m. on the 15th, and I forgot to give this update for my reading vlog yesterday, but I finished Bewitched and Oz, and I loved it. I'm going to be starting Magic Below soon. Within a few hours, I'd say I'm going to start. I want to read it all today, and I think I can. This vlog will be going up within the next couple of days. But I loved this book, and the ending, kind of left off at a kind of a cliffhanger, and I can't wait to start Magic Below. I rated this 5 stars on Goodreads. It's just so good. I haven't put it in my reading journal yet, but I'm going to here in a few. But I absolutely loved it. I tabbed it quite a bit because there were so many great parts, and there's so many parts that had me squealing or screaming. Yeah. So, I loved it when, it's basically this book is basically about Ziri Green Apple. Her and her 2 best friends have magic, and they sneak off to practice it, and then Ziri's crush, Ned's little brother, find out they have magic and announces he has magic too, so he started joining them. But then the flying monkeys came and kidnapped Tabitha, so the other 3 went on this venture they were being led by the glass cat, and they were going to find Glinda because they were hoping she would side with them and help them save Tabitha and get the magic ban off of Oz, because magic's illegal, which is why they were caught and got in trouble. There were some twists. I don't want to spoil anything too major, but it was definitely good. I love Ziri. The only thing that annoys me about Ziri is the fact that she does get jealous, but and she can seem a bit boy crazed at times, but she's also very passionate and determined, and she refuses to let her magic be taken away because it's a part of her. And I love the speeches she makes about that, about the fact that the magic is a part of her, part of all of them, and taking it away would be like taking away part of them. And I love how she's not willing to give up on something she believes in, and it's so amazing and heartwarming, and I love it. And I love her relationship with Brink. Brink, I love. He is such a cinnamon roll character. I love him. He's such a sweetheart, and he's so kind and caring, and he's always there for everyone to lift their spirits when they are all feeling down because of what's going on. He manages to make everyone feel better somehow. When I know, like at one point, Vashti thought her power was useless because she hadn't figured out how it could help them yet, and Brink was able to cheer her up, and then later on Ziri was really worn out, and she thought she lost her magic, and Brink made her feel better. But he also doesn't take any crap. Like, I love this one part where he totally... So, Ziri and Vashti both had a crush on Ned, and it almost ruined their friendship at the beginning of this book. And then Ziri started... But then Ziri realized she doesn't like Ned. She only liked him because he was cute. She didn't even really know anything about him besides the fact that he likes to make these clockwork machines, which he did a lot. But she has started to have real feelings for Brink, more than just because he's cute, but because he's kind and helpful, and and Vashti and Brink started getting close. So she thought that Vashti was liking Brink too, and she was like, we can't like the same boy again, that's gonna destroy our friendship for real. And but then Ziri and Vashti get into this big fight because they're fighting over their magic because and then the fight was also kind of about liking the same boy, but Vashti thought they were both talking about Ned, and then Ziri thought they were both talking about Brink, because turns out Vashti still liked Ned. She didn't see Brink in that way. She only saw him as a friend. And then Brink totally just has had enough of the two of them fighting. And he was like, both of you just stop, okay? Just stop. If you guys... I don't remember his exact words. I'm pretty sure I tabbed the scene, because, like I said, I liked the scene. It was funny. But he's like, if you guys want to, you don't ruin your friendship like this. If you guys want to stop fighting or something like that, then stop liking the same boy. And then he ran off. And then they both felt embarrassed after that. But then just after that's when Ziri found out that Vashti still liked Ned, and then Ziri and Brink had a conversation about that later, because Brink finally admits that he's always liked Ziri, which I kind of figured, because at the beginning of the book, just like Ziri, when she was going to meet Vashti and Tabitha, she kind of went the long way so she could pass by Ned's house and see him, and try to flirt with him, and then Brink would be like, hey, where are you going? And it was just obvious that he liked her from the beginning, but she was oblivious at the time. But he finally admitted that he has... Well, they were talking, because Ziri and Brink were talking about how about the fight and stuff, and Ziri said how they were fighting over the magic a little bit, but they were also... Vashti thought they were fighting over Ned, and Ziri told him she thought they were fighting over him, and Brink was like, oh. Because he honestly believed that she still liked his brother, and that made him sad because he liked her. And he hated the fact that she liked his brother. But then he admits that he has always liked her. And it was such a sweet scene. I shipped them a lot. But yeah, this book's really good. It's fast to get through. There's only 19 chapters. And it's kind of a large text. So, it's easy to get through. and it's really good. So only like 2-something pages, 255, 255 pages. It's really good, and I highly recommend it. And I'm going to be starting the sequel soon, and then I will give you another update when I finish the sequel. And I'll talk to you guys then. See ya. Hello. So I have an update from my reading vlog. I didn't get that much reading done, but I did read a little bit. I was on a live show with Jessica from Lady Lovestead Reads. We were talking about Six Crows, but we also did a couple sprints where we both read King of Scars because we're buddy reading this now. And I'm not far in it. I'm somewhere in chapter 3. But I do plan on finishing it by the end of this month. I mean, with Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, we both didn't really start them until the end of the month. We still got them done by the end of the month, so we figure it's going to be the same with King of Scars and Rule of Wolves. So yeah, I'm going to read this more. There's a couple more other books I want to read. So yeah. Let's hope I can get at least most of my January TBR done by the end of the month. I still have enough time to get a few more books done, depending on how much time I read. So, this week I plan on doing a lot of reading, and let's hope it goes well. I know I want to finish Great Bear Lake. I want to read Warriors of Bria, and Chamber of Secrets, and then this one, obviously. And I might attempt to read Lore and Final Girls again, because I stopped reading those a few months ago and never picked them back up. But I was enjoying them. I guess I wasn't in the mood for them at the time. But I'll try to pick them up. Maybe if not this month, then next month. We'll see how I feel. But yeah. But I'm enjoying King of Scars so far. I'm not that into it right now, so I don't know exactly what direction the story is taking yet. I'm kind of liking Nikolai and Zoya's relationship, and I wouldn't mind if they become a couple, even though we've only really got a chapter of them so far. But I'm on Nina's first chapter, and it's kind of breaking my heart because she keeps mentioning Matthias, and it's really sad with what happened at the end of Crooked Kingdom. And but he's always in her thoughts, and she mentioned how her heart will never be whole again, and it's making me want to cry. So yeah, so I might end up crying in this chapter, or in this book, if she keeps mentioning her heartbreak over Matthias. But we'll see. But it's good so far, and I'm enjoying it. And I will come back at you with another update in the next couple days. Like I said, I'll probably update this. I'll probably upload this vlog within the next couple of days. I'm thinking maybe Tuesday. It's just a guess, but we'll see. So I'll definitely let you know how my reading is going by then, at the least, if I don't remember to update. But before I upload, I definitely will give you at least one last update, tell you what I was reading, and yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. Hey, back for another update. So I read a little bit more of King of Scars. Yesterday I didn't get that much through, just a couple chapters, but I'm about to do some reading now in a few and get some reading done. I want to try to get a good chunk of this book done today, and maybe I'll read a little bit of another book. It would depend on my mood, and I also want to get more of my writing done today, so it also depends on that. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm enjoying it so far. This book is last duology of the Grishaverse. It's about Nikolai, Zoya, and Nina. Nikolai and Zoya were both from Shadow and Bone. Nina's from Six of Crows, and I'm glad they added a Six of Crows character. Nina's not my favorite, but I do like her because I like all the Crows characters. But my favorites are Inej and Jesper because they're just amazing. But I am a fan of Nina, and I'm glad we get to see more of her. But the first chapter about her which was chapter 3. Yeah, chapter 3. She kept hearing Matthias's voice in her head, something about because her taking that Judaparum at the end of book 1 to save everyone really messed up with her powers, and now her powers have multiplied, and now she has all these other parts of things she can do that she couldn't do before, and one thing is like controlling the dead, and now she can hear the voice of the dead, and she can hear Matthias's voice, and she keeps saying how much she misses him, how part of her heart is gone, and I'm crying, and but I mean, this is kind of similar to something I just wrote recently in my Jasmine Perez prequel, because the same thing's going on, because when the characters lost her husband, and now she's like, my heart is with him in his coffin, like, it's just really sad. But this was sad because I liked Nina and Matthias together, and Matthias' death upset me, and Nina still isn't over it, which isn't surprising. I mean, she really loved him, just like he really loved her. But yeah, I'm also liking Nikolai and Zoya. I'm not very far at all. I'm only on chapter 5, but I'm already kind of shipping them. I mean, it did take me long in Six of Crows to start shipping Inej and Kaz and Jesper and Violet, so I'm not surprised it did take me long to start shipping them. But I kind of like the idea of them. I don't even know how to describe it, but a part of me kind of hopes they get together. But at the same time, it's Zoya, and it's hard to tell because she's Zoya. But I'm enjoying it, and I am going to give you another update soon about how my reading went. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, I'm back for my final update. So I didn't end up reading. It's like 3:43 a.m. the next day. I ended up not reading much of this book at all. Like I wanted to get a good chunk done yesterday, but I was really tired and I ended up falling asleep. I ended up sleeping like all day. I only woke up like an hour ago. So I didn't get much done, but I do plan on reading a good chunk today, and I actually plan to actually do it. Though I'm uploading this vlog today, so this is my final update, and I don't know when I'm gonna be starting my next vlog for next month, but yeah, so depending on when I make my next vlog, will depend if this book, if it's before or after I finish this book. I don't know. But I might not start making it till next month. I mean, I plan on publishing or posting at least one vlog, my one reading vlog and one writing vlog every month this year. So yeah, but I am really enjoying this. I do plan on getting more read today at some point. And I'm excited. I'm excited to find out what happens. I'm excited to see where the story takes us. I don't know if it will be better or worse than Shadow and Bone yet, but I highly, highly doubt it's going to be better than Six of Crows, just because that was so amazing, and I doubt this can top it. But yeah, I am really excited to see more of David, because he was my favorite Shadow and Bone character, and when he first showed up in this book, I squealed a little bit. I got so excited. I squealed like I did when I first saw David on the Shadow and Bone TV show, because I love David, for those of you that did not know, and I was so happy when he showed up. So yeah, I'm excited to see more David. I know he's not one of the main characters, which is very sad. I wish he was, but at least he's on here, so I'm happy about that. I also like David. There's this one scene that I really enjoyed that I just read the other day, but David and Nadia were both working really hard on this project, and Nikolai realized they'd both been there all night, so he's like, to Nadia, he was like, I'm taking you home to Tamar. And then to David, he was like, I'm taking you home to Jinya. It had me laughing. But both great ships. So yeah. But I am enjoying it so far. I'm not very far into it, so let's hope it doesn't go downhill, but I don't think it will. I mean, I like the Grishaverse, and I haven't rated any books of the Grishaverse less than... I think every book in the Grishaverse I've rated 5 stars so far. With Shadow and Bone, the first 2 books, I almost rated 4 stars just because they weren't as good. They weren't really 5-star reads, but then the endings were just so good, it bumped it to 5 stars. But honestly, they're probably more 4.5 stars because... yeah, the endings were really good that made me love them, but the whole book itself wasn't really a 5-star read. But Goodreads doesn't let you do 4.5 stars, so I just rated it 5 stars. But I might change that because, I don't know, just because the ending was that good doesn't mean the entire book was, so I probably shouldn't rate it that high, but oh well, it's also my rating, so who cares. Anyways, so yeah, that is all for this vlog. Please like and subscribe and comment how your reading has been going, and if you've read any of the books I've talked about in this vlog. I don't remember what books I've talked about in this vlog besides King of Scars, but oh yes I do. I think I remember a couple of books I talked about. Never mind. I've been making this vlog for all month, so I don't remember every book I talked about in this vlog. But yeah, so I will talk to you guys later.